Welcome to my channel. It started with a dress. Not just any dress. Satin black, hugging curves I didn't know I had, or maybe didn't dare imagine I could have. I had seen it in a boutique window months ago, and something about it had stuck in my mind. Bold, daring, impossible. The kind of dress that demanded attention, and maybe, demanded change. I never imagined I'd actually wear it. Not until tonight. The apartment was dark, except for the soft glow of the vanity lights. I held the dress in my hands, feeling the smooth fabric slide through my fingers. My heartbeat quickened, not just with excitement, but something deeper. Fear. Curiosity. A sense that stepping into this piece of clothing would be stepping into someone else's world. I slipped it over my head. Immediately, the world shifted. The reflection in the mirror didn't look like me. Or at least, not the me I had always known. My shoulders narrowed, my hips shifted in a way that was both foreign and intoxicating. My face felt lighter, my posture taller, more poised. It was like the dress had a gravity of its own, pulling me toward a version of myself I had never allowed to exist. I took a tentative step, then another. The click of heels on the hardwood floor echoed differently now. Confident. Dominant. And yet, vulnerable. My phone buzzed. A message from Isabella. Are you ready for tonight? Ready? I didn't even know who I was anymore. I studied my reflection. Lipstick. Hair perfectly styled. Earrings catching the vanity light. Every detail seemed to scream, look at me. Watch me. I am not the same. And the truth was, I wasn't. I remembered the old me, the cautious, secretive version that always worried about judgment, that hid parts of myself behind loose shirts and baggy jeans. That me was gone tonight, replaced by someone unrecognizable. Even I couldn't deny it. I tried to speak. The voice that came out was softer, melodic, foreign. I smiled at the sound. It was thrilling. It was terrifying. I had crossed a line. The line between curiosity and transformation, between play and identity. When I stepped outside, the city lights hit differently. People noticed. Eyes lingered. I felt the thrill of power mixed with exposure. Every step down the street reinforced it. I was someone else. And yet, I was undeniably me, just a version I had never met before. A man tipped his hat as I passed. A woman smiled knowingly. My pulse raced, but not with fear. With something I couldn't name. Freedom? Desire? The strange, sharp taste of potential. Every reflection I passed, store windows, car mirrors, reminded me, I am not who I thought I was. By the time I reached Isabella's apartment, I was shaking. Not from the chill of the night, but from the intensity of the change inside me. Wow, Isabella breathed, her eyes wide as I opened the door. I didn't expect this. I felt a shiver, not of embarrassment, but of raw revelation. You like it? I asked, almost laughing at the sound of my own new voice. I love it, she admitted. But I don't think it's just the dress. I think it's you. Or who you're becoming. Her words hit me harder than any mirror ever could. The dress wasn't just fabric. It wasn't just style. It was a trigger. A catalyst. A key. I had always wondered what it would feel like to become someone completely different. I hadn't expected the answer to be so immediate, so complete. As the night progressed, every movement, every laugh, every glance confirmed it. The dress dictated my posture, my confidence, even my thoughts. I noticed how people listened when I spoke, how I could control the energy in a room just by standing there. And yet, in private moments, when the apartment was quiet, I caught myself wondering, was this me, or a mask I couldn't remove? I stared at my reflection again. The dress clung perfectly. The woman in the mirror smiled at me with my eyes, but the body belonged to someone else. I whispered, almost afraid I'd hear a different voice answer. Who have you made me? And the reflection didn't answer. Because it didn't need to. I had already become her. The next morning, I woke up with the dress folded neatly on the chair beside my bed. My reflection in the mirror didn't look quite like me yet. It looked like the night before, blurred, lingering in memory. My lips tingled faintly as if still painted. My body felt different. Heavier. Lighter. I couldn't tell. I rubbed my eyes and realized something terrifying. The change wasn't just in the dress. It was in me. Breakfast felt alien. I reached for a fork and noticed my hands were still elegant, careful. The movements I had learned last night, tilting my head, arching my back, sitting poised, felt natural now, like muscle memory taking over. I caught my reflection in the coffee mug. My eyes were sharper. My lips fuller. My posture straightened instinctively. I recoiled slightly. This isn't me, I thought. Is it? The truth was creeping in. I couldn't remember exactly who I had been before the dress. Small things, like my usual slouch or the way I chewed pens when nervous, seemed like someone else's habits. Someone timid. Someone cautious. And I wasn't that person anymore. By mid-morning, Isabella called. "You're different," she said, hesitating. "I mean, something about you is different. I can't explain it." I laughed nervously. "I feel different too." She was silent for a moment. "It's the dress, isn't it?" I froze. She noticed. "It's not just the dress," I admitted. "It's me. I don't feel like I'm me anymore." "You mean you feel like her?" she asked carefully. I swallowed. "I think I am her now." There was a pause. Her tone softened. "Then maybe she's been here all along, just waiting." Her words should have comforted me. Instead, a shiver ran down my spine. Waiting for what? Just as I was processing, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. "She's ready. Are you?" My pulse spiked. I typed back, "Who is this?" No reply. Another message arrived seconds later. "Tonight will show who she really is. Don't be afraid." I dropped the phone. The text felt like a command, not a question. My stomach churned. Who is controlling this? I wondered. And why does it feel like I'm no longer in charge? By evening, I found myself drawn back to the dress. Not by curiosity. Not by habit. By need. It had become more than clothing. It was an extension of me. I slipped it on again, carefully adjusting the straps and feeling the familiar thrill of control and loss. Standing in the mirror, I noticed subtle changes. My lips glossier, my waist narrower, my movements fluid in ways I didn't consciously practice. The woman I saw in the reflection wasn't me, not entirely, but neither was she a stranger. Her confidence radiated, intoxicating. My heartbeat quickened. And with each heartbeat, I realized something terrifying. I didn't want to take it off. Isabella was coming over that night. She knocked on the door at exactly 8 p.m. My hands trembled slightly as I opened it. She paused, eyes widening at the sight of me fully transformed, standing in the satin black dress. Wow," she whispered. "Do I scare you?" I asked. She shook her head slowly. "No. You're mesmerizing. But this," she gestured at the dress, at the posture, at the energy surrounding me. "It's not just a dress, is it?" I couldn't answer. And then, as if to test me, she smiled. "Show me who you really are tonight. Don't hold back." I realized in that instant that the dress, the transformation, wasn't just about appearance. It was about choices. And every choice I made tonight could change who I was, forever. The room was dimly lit. Shadows from the streetlight outside danced across the walls, mirroring the turmoil inside me. I stood in front of the mirror, fingers brushing the satin fabric of the dress, feeling the energy it carried. It wasn't just a dress anymore. It had become a force, shaping me, guiding me, demanding me. I took a deep breath. Tonight, I would face Isabella fully dressed, fully exposed, fully changed. She stepped closer, eyes fixed on mine. "I need to know, is this still you or is it her now?" The words hit me harder than I expected. For the first time, I hesitated. My reflection in the mirror looked back. Confident, poised, radiant. But was that really me, or the version the dress had created? I don't know, I admitted, voice trembling. Her gaze softened but grew serious. "Then you'll find out tonight. Either you take control, or the dress will define you." I felt it then, a rush of warmth and power that spread through my body. My posture straightened. My chest lifted. The reflection in the mirror smiled with a self-assurance I had never owned. Every step I took was precise, every motion elegant, magnetic. I realized something terrifying. I could feel the old me fading. The one who was cautious, hidden, uncertain. She was slipping. I wanted to stop it, but my hands wouldn't obey. My voice wouldn't obey. The dress was in control. I stared at myself in the mirror, willing it to return to the person I remembered. But the reflection ignored me, moving independently, laughing softly, tilting its head, testing me. "Who are you?" I demanded. "You are," it replied calmly. "But I am what you wanted to be. I am freedom. I am confidence. I am her." A tremor ran through me. For the first time, I saw what I had always feared and secretly desired, becoming someone entirely different. Not pretending. Not experimenting. Living it. Isabella stepped closer. "You have to choose. Who do you want to be? The one you were, or the one you've become?" My mind raced. I could feel the old me, the hidden, cautious self, fading into memory. My heartbeat echoed like a drum. Do I fight for the past, or surrender to the change? I glanced at the mirror. The reflection reached out, hand trembling slightly, almost pleading. And in that instant, I understood, if I refused, I could reclaim my old life, but the new me would retreat, leaving scars I might never heal. If I surrendered, I would be her. Fully, irrevocably, for better or worse. I stepped forward. Not hesitantly. Not trembling. Confidently. The dress tightened around me like a second skin. My reflection mirrored every motion, but with more life, more spark, more truth. I looked at Isabella. I choose her. I choose me. This me. Her eyes widened, a mixture of awe, fear, and acceptance. Then, we'll face it together. The room seemed to hum with energy. The old me felt like a ghost, fading rapidly. My heartbeat slowed as the exhilaration and terror of transformation merged into one undeniable reality. I looked back at the mirror one last time. My reflection smiled. No longer separate. No longer teasing. Finally me. Just as I thought the moment was mine, my phone buzzed violently. Unknown number. Integration incomplete. You can't go back now. A chill ran through me. I turned to the mirror. My reflection winked. But it wasn't me winking. It was hers. The apartment was silent. Too silent. I sank onto the couch, hands trembling, the dress clinging to me like it knew I had surrendered. My reflection stared back from the vanity mirror across the room. Perfect, confident, alive. But it wasn't just reflecting me anymore. It was watching, judging, waiting. Then my phone buzzed again. Unknown number. You are no longer her. You are hers now. My chest tightened. I couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. I tried to speak, to argue, to take control, but my voice wasn't entirely my own. Words came out smoother, softer, seductive, confident. Completely unlike me. I gasped. My reflection smirked. It wasn't me smirking. It was the dress, the new persona, taking control. Panic surged. My mind raced. This wasn't supposed to happen so fast. Then I noticed it, small movements I hadn't made. My fingers tapped the vanity table. My hips swayed slightly, deliberately. My reflection was alive in ways that I wasn't consciously controlling. Another message appeared. Stability will drop if you resist. Complete integration is inevitable. Prepare. I dropped the phone, staring at the mirror. The reflection tilted its head, knowingly. You can fight, it said in my own voice, chillingly calm. But why would you? You wanted this, didn't you? I shook my head, trying to deny it. But deep down, I had wanted this. The thrill, the power, the allure. And now it had me. A sudden knock at the door made me jump. My heart thudded violently. Who is it? I called, trying to sound normal. No answer. The door creaked open slightly by itself, and a shadow fell across the floor. I froze, knowing someone or something was waiting. My reflection smiled knowingly. You aren't alone in this, it whispered. And then the light flickered. I turned to the mirror one last time. Her face, the reflection's face, was smiling, confident, poised. But my eyes, my old panicked, fearful eyes, peeked through. I realized the terrifying truth. I wasn't just wearing the dress. The dress had started wearing me. And whatever awaited at the door, or through those messages, would decide whether I would remain myself or be fully replaced.